guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Annelie, and if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much. And if this is your first time, remember to subscribe, like, and also hit the notification button to be notified at all time when I post a new video. So I would like first of all to apologize because I took almost 4 months or probably 3 months to post new videos. Reason behind, I've been very busy, and the couples of months have been life changing for me. It's a bit not easy, but thank God I'm still here. So, and another reason is because I did not own a light ring, but finally my right ring have arrived yesterday. So now I promise at least to post new video every weekend, or at least 3 times a month, to grow my channel. So without wasting time, let's get into today's video. Okay, let's get into today's video. As you can see on the title, I finally got my license. I finally did it. So how it's been for me driving on the public road without owning a license. So I bought my first car actually in 2017, let me say towards 2018. So it's like I've been driving 2018 and 2019 and almost 2020 without a license. But how it's been hard. And owning a car without a license, I most of the time don't drive my car, believe me or not. I love driving and I can really drive, but the problem was I didn't have a license. And at most of the time, the only time I drive my car is when I have to go to work or maybe grab a bread from town. I never really tend to drive maybe like a 300 kilometers since I bought my car. Why? Because traffic is like everywhere in the north. It's not like those people that are living in the city, because in Windhoek, I know majority of people, there might be people without license, but then it's not a challenge as not owning a license in Namibia driving, particularly being in the northern part of Namibia, because towns are very small, and particularly if you are working at the remote area or maybe out of the town where you are, and then you always have to drive, it's a challenge. But then being in a bigger city like in Windhoek, I know even in Windhoek there might be people without license, but then there are no traffic conjunctions like here in the north. In the north is like, traffic is like everywhere, every Monday and every Friday. And driving without a license on a public road is not easy, because you have to drive with caution all the time. If by any single mistake you bump a person, or maybe you bump somebody's car, you can go to prison, or you'll be held responsible. Even the other person is the one who is having a fault, and you are the one that bumped a person, and then you don't own a license. You can hold responsible. But then with God's grace, the whole time I've been driving, I never really tend to counter such either bumping somebody, stopped by the police. And most of the time with the police, if I come across the traffic, maybe sometimes I saw the traffic and then there was no another way to turn around, they'll be like, proceed. I never really tend to experience all those, but then it's been a challenge. And most of the time, when I drive and then when I drive and then I come across the traffic, I just always turn around and then maybe wait there for hours until the traffic goes, and then that's when I can drive wherever that I want to go. I never really tend to enjoy owning a car as much as I could always want to travel, because I love traveling. I thought maybe owning a car, I could really travel, go to Rundu just with my car, go to Swakop. Now, all the time when I go to my vacation, I always have to hike, as if I don't own a car. By then, owning a car and having a license, it should be a priority of everybody. And another thing of not having a license is like, I always have to have somebody driving for me. Like at most of the time, I have to pay somebody just to either to pass me by the traffic, or maybe if I want to go somewhere or at home, I have to pay my cousin or just call my cousin. And sometimes it's so annoying because he might have his work to do, and then I always have to call him, "Cuz, where are you? Come drive me to the traffic," and stuff like that. So how I got my license, or what's really encouraged me to do it, it was my friend Mina. Mina actually got her license recently, And I was like, if Mina can do it, why can I not do it? So I told myself, like, in 2020, my dream was buying a house and owning a license. That's really something that I wanted to do. And since I bought my house already, I told myself, before the end of this year, I gotta own a license. And my dream really comes a reality. Something that I always tell people is that you should never ever stop dreaming and also pushing towards what you want to achieve. I know you're gonna counter so many challenges, but then just do it. Just go for it. All these challenges are learning experience. It didn't just, it's been tough, believe me. And my encouragement also to any other person watching this, do not buy a car without a license, because sometimes when you own a car without a license, you tend to get so comfortable. Or maybe sometimes even when you are married, your husband or your partner is owning a license, you tend to get so comfortable and not really finding reasons to own a license. But then sometimes just do it for yourself. Do not do it for anybody else. I have seen it at some point. If, for example, if I was married and then my husband is having a license, I'll be like, he's gonna drive me anywhere that I want to go. But then you want to have that stabilities of having, and also freedom. You can go wherever that you want to go, sometimes even just for shopping. And then your man, he wanna be at home, or maybe he's not feeling well. And at least owning a license is like you are free. And you can also able, if you counter any car accident on the public road, you can also able to defend yourself. And if it's not your fault, the law gonna be on your side. By then, under any circumstances, when you're driving on a public road without a license, even the other person bump you or anything, you risk it all. You risk it all. But then when you have your car license, my darling, the freedom, the spirit, you tend to feel so relief, and that's how I feel. So I hope I inspire somebody watching this video. Remember what I said, go out there, grab that license. It's never too late. You can still do it. It's all about hard working, determination, and also focusing on what you want to achieve. And there have been also some questions that my friends have been posting previously. On Friday, when I achieved my license, I actually posted new videos, some few videos and some pictures of me on my status. So my friends have been very surprised. It's like, oh, you owe me an apology for driving without a car license. We thought you have a license. How come you've been driving and then you don't have a license? For me, buying a car was like a need but not a want, because I work outside of town. It's like 20 kilometers from my school, and situations have to force me. And also being a mom, I have to drop my daughter to school every day. I have also to go to work. So for me, buying a car was a need. Like, I needed a car, but I didn't wanted a car. So like, I bought my car as a need, but not as a want. And again, something that really, the reason I've been driving without a license or not owning a license that time, because I bought my car cash. I didn't buy it with a bank. And at most of the time, when you have money, I feel like, okay, I have this money. Why can't I just buy a car? I don't know whether I don't have a license, because I make research. They're like, oh, you can go to John Japan, you buy a car whether you don't have a license. But believe me, do not make that mistake that I did. Buy your car when you own a license. And it's never too late. You're still gonna do it. Believe me, if I can do it, you're also gonna do it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, I love you guys. Bye.